Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. So let's solve this question here which says, which of the following is an example of passive immunity? Option A, a newborn baby getting immunity from mother's milk. Option B, vaccination. Option C, immunoglobulin injection. Option D, both A and C. Now let us understand the question. It says, which of the following is an example of passive immunity? So we have to look for an example of passive immunity. So what is passive immunity? So if we talk about immunity, what is immunity? Immunity is the body's defense mechanism to fight against various diseases. So if we talk about immunity, there are mainly two types of immunity. If you have to talk about whether it is passive, so you also have something called as active. Active immunity, and the other one is passive immunity. Passive immunity. Active immunity is also called as the humoral immunity. What is it called as? Humoral immunity. Why is it called as humoral immunity? Because it is related to our blood cells. So here the blood cells will produce their own antibodies. So here the WBCs, which are called as lymphocytes, okay, lymphocytes, mainly the B cells, okay, B cells, they will produce antibodies against any pathogenic organisms or any antigen. And this will provide us immunity. That is what is active immunity, or you can say humoral immunity, even adaptive immunity also you can say. There is passive immunity where passively it is being provided. That means ready-made antibodies, ready-made or readily available antibodies are given to the body, so that usually for the production of antibodies here, it will take a long time because it has to recognize, it has to produce B cells and memory cells, that is plasma cells and memory cells. And further, it's a little bit, it will take time. Whereas when we provide ready-made antibodies or readily available antibodies to the body, there will be immediate action which will be taken. Okay, but this is passive. It is not our antibody. It is being provided from external source. So that is what is passive immunity. Now let us see. Option A says a newborn baby getting immunity from mother's milk. Absolutely right, because when the baby is born, after the baby is born, the mother produces a thick liquid which is called as colostrum. This colostrum is very, very important because that provides antibodies, that is IgA. So this IgA will provide passive immunity to the baby. It will provide what? Passive immunity to the baby. Okay, so that is why option A is the correct answer. Option B says vaccination. Vaccination, it consists of either inactivated pathogen, okay, inactivated pathogen, or a part of the pathogen, okay, or any peptide of pathogen, any particle of the pathogen. Basically, it consists of something related to pathogen. So what will happen when we get vaccination? It will lead to our active immunity. That means it has to be recognized by the body. Further, all the lymphocyte recruitment will occur, and further there will be production of antibodies. So this is related to active immunity or humoral immunity. Hence, it is ruled out. Option B says immunoglobulin injection. So here we are giving immunoglobulin. What are these? These are nothing but the antibodies, right? Antibodies. So here we are giving readily available antibodies in the form of injection, so that directly they can act against the antigen. So this is again passive immunity, because here the person is not producing his own antibodies. He is getting injected from external source. So this is also passive immunity. So hence option D, which says both A and C, is correct. Okay, option D is correct. So let us conclude. So what is the answer? Option D. I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you, everyone.